Hey guys, Martin here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we got a data download for Global that has a bunch of information regarding the start of the countdown celebration for the anniversary. And interestingly enough, I actually did see somebody speculate about this the other day. I think it was in a reply to one of the videos, about the fact that this countdown celebration is actually going to be longer than all of the previous ones that we have had so far. Normally we get the countdown celebration start a week before the anniversary, and then obviously we get those countdown special login screens with the 7 days to go, 6 days, 5 days, so on and so forth. However, we are going to get a 10-day one, so obviously in honor of the 10th anniversary. So the first one will be starting off with 10 days to go. We do have the arts for all of those. We'll have a proper look at those here in the video, but as always, shout out to Proton for compiling all of this stuff together into one thread. If you want this information to be easily accessible once these data downloads come out, do give the boy a follow. But yeah, let's go through the thread and talk about everything from the data download and then what this tells us about the countdown celebration and any particular clues to the overall theme of the anniversary, which of course at this point is still not confirmed 100%, like it's not set in stone. We still don't know. There's a lot of different theories, especially now after today with some of the information that we have in here. So yeah, let's just go ahead and take a look. So we know we've got the new stage of the Hercule tile breaking challenge, which is basically just a punching bag event. We had a new stage come out last week for Android/Cell Saga, and now we're getting the Martian Buu Saga stage. This comes out tomorrow. This obviously should be pretty straightforward. Those stages haven't been super difficult because they're the ones that don't require you to use items, so they're not as difficult as the one with items where you kind of are relying on using nuking items. And of course, Buu Saga is such an absolutely cracked category at the moment. Most likely, if you bring a tech Gotenks friend and then just bring some units on the team that can create tech orbs, he's probably gonna smash it out very easily. So should be good, but I'll do a video like I did with the last stages tomorrow, going over doing a couple of different builds using a couple of different units, like ideally one of each typing, just in case for people who are missing certain units. But like I say, friend Gotenks can probably take care of it. Then we had the data for the ESBR stage, Corroded Body and Mind. Obviously that's already out, that came out earlier today. We have the no item run for that going up a little bit later. I did that on the stream. So then we have the red zone that was revealed in the update yesterday, the Goku's Story Edition. So we've got stage 1 Saiyan Saga, stage 2 Planet Namek Saga, and stage 3 Android/Cell Saga, and that is coming out on the 19th, 5 AM UK time. So that is this Sunday, interestingly enough. It'll be Saturday evening for those of you in the US. It's going to be what, midnight EST, so then it's like 9 PM PST, something like that, 6 AM for like Central Europe time. So very early on Sunday morning. So I normally do an early stream on Sunday. I will do one this Sunday, but probably not this early. I don't know if I want to get up at 4:30 in the morning for the new red zone stages, but we'll see how we go. We do have some information. The database wasn't updated at the time that the data download first came out. It potentially is now, but we have a tweet here from Harry, the guy that runs the Dokkan info site. And this is the details for the red zone stages. So where's my Twitter? That one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got the Saiyan Saga stage 1. So the first phase is against Raditz. We still don't have the stats like the HP and how hard they hit, but we can see their mechanics, which is going to be quite interesting. So Raditz, pretty straightforward, no stunning ceiling, defense lowering, which means he can be attack lowered. He reduces damage received from all types except for STR, but only by 30%. So it's not a huge issue, but yeah, STR types will do more damage to him. Well, like normal damage to him, I guess. And then you've got Nappa in phase 2. Can't be stealed or stunned or attack or defense lowered. Can lock characters. Hooray, my favorite. Reduces damage below a certain amount to 0. Then we have stage 3 is Vegeta. Can't be sealed, can't be stunned, can't be attack or defense lowered. But other than that, doesn't have any other gimmicks, so that's fine. And then the final phase is against Giant Ape Vegeta. Nullifies ceiling, attack and defense lowering. It doesn't say nullifies stun though. So he can be stunned. Reduces damage received below a certain amount to 0. Attack 20% and defense 20% up with each turn passed up to 100. So that's interesting. But yeah, no other major mechanics. I hadn't noticed that the first time when I looked at these, when I had a quick look this morning. But yeah, the fact that he can be stunned, so that final phase, you definitely could get a nice clean run if you can just get him stunned like straight away. So that's stage 1. Stage 2 is the Namek Saga. So we've got a little Ginyu Force going on here. So you start fighting Raccoon, then Jace and Berta. They can't be sealed or stunned, so that means they can be attack lowered. They can dodge, but it's like a 5% chance. Then Captain Ginyu can't be sealed, can't be stunned, can't be attack or defense lowered. Changes AGL key spheres to physical key spheres. That's interesting. Obviously, for some units who, you know, want to pick up a certain number of orbs, but it doesn't really matter the typing, that can actually be quite useful for you. So that's good. Then we've got Frieza, Final Form Frieza as the 4th phase. Can't be stunned, sealed, attack or defense lowered. Locks character switching and disables evasion. Attacks guaranteed to hit. So not only does he lock your units in place, but you can't dodge. So this is going to be one of those stages where you're really not going to want to bring characters that rely on dodge for their defense, because if he locks them in slot 1, it's not like Tech 17 in the Goku and Frieza event, right? Like if he locks someone in slot 1 who's a dodging character, they can still dodge against him, but you can't dodge in this event. So realistically, that means it's probably way too risky to even bring characters that rely on dodge. And then of course we get to the final phase, Int Full Power Frieza. Can't be stunned, sealed, attack or defense lowered. Crits when supering. So his super's obviously going to do big damage. Deals 10% of enemies' max HP as damage to the enemy every turn. Oh, good. So he has the thing where you lose HP at the start of the turn. 10%. So that's quite a lot. Like if your team has 800k, you just lose 80k at the start of the turn. And then he crits on his super attacks. So you can dodge in the final phase. So I guess depending on your luck and like the rotations, you can sneak some dodge units past Frieza Final Form potentially. Obviously, if you've got Tech UI, you know, you can use the Tech UI domain and just be able to dodge anyway. But yeah, that's certainly very interesting. It'll be interesting to see the numbers, because obviously Frieza crits on his super, which means whatever number his super attack like comes out as, it's going to be more than that because he gets guaranteed crits, which is kind of wild. So these two have like 4 and then 5 phases, and then the Android / Cell Saga one, massively different, only 2 phases. I guess because Goku, I mean, they could have put in like 19, I guess. But yeah, Goku, I guess, doesn't have a huge amount of like big ticket fights in the Android / Cell Saga. So they've got, interesting that it starts with Gohan, obviously because of the training in the hyperbolic time chamber. But start off with Gohan, can't be sealed, stunned, or defense lowered, which means he can be attack lowered. And then we have Perfect Form Cell, can't be stunned, can't be attack or defense lowered, so he can be sealed. Recovers HP, so he can heal, and then he gets attack and defense up with each turn passed. Other than that, no major mechanics. So considering that he can be attack lowered and then doesn't have any other sort of crazy mechanics, not attack lowered, sorry, sealed, and no other crazy mechanics, I can't imagine this one being that hard. It's going to be one of those things, if you bring some sealers on the team, as long as you don't get immediately blasted by a slot 1 super attack, you can then just seal him, lock him down, and then you're not going to have to worry too much about the supers. So that's the first 3 stages of the Goku story Red Zone, coming out on the 19th at 5 AM. So obviously late on the evening at the 18th if you're in the US. Then there's the Dokkan Ultimate Speed Battle 10th Anniversary stage. I know this was going to have something to do with the fan meetup, which I know not long before I started recording this, they have officially posted to say that it's been cancelled, which is a shame, but obviously with everything going on in LA at the moment, like, it makes a lot of sense. Safety is obviously their priority, so a bit disappointing. I know I've seen posts from people already that they haven't actually contacted anyone directly. I've seen people saying like, yay, so I saw this tweet, but you haven't like text me or like called me or emailed me or anything to say, because they're one of the people that was actually going. So hopefully people find out in time for those who need to cancel like travel plans and stuff like that. So not sure what's going on with this, because I think, didn't it drop for one of the earlier anniversaries? It came out early for like the people to play at the fan meetup to get like a prize or something, and then it came out in the game for everybody later on. Or maybe I'm just misremembering that, because there's no date or time for it. Then we have the special battlefield that we saw the announcement for, 10th Anniversary Special Edition Part 1. Now, what's interesting is you can see from the art, all the enemies that are shown on here are LRs, which is quite cool. I don't know if it's going to be every single enemy, but got quite a few LRs on here. Carnival, Goku, and then the Metal Cooler. Then we've got the Future Gohan, Jiren, and Broly. So this should be quite interesting. This comes out on the 20th at 8, so like the day after. So they're staggering out the content a little bit, which is good. I guess the countdown is like officially starting on the 19th. Then this comes out on the 20th. So by the time we get to the actual anniversary, it's going to be the 29th, right? Because it's 10-day countdown now, which is somewhat in line with last year. It was the 28th last year, but most celebrations and things have been a day out, which usually happens year to year, right? Because of the different dates, like the different days of the year. So Carnival Anniversary Special Edition Battlefield out on the 20th. So that'll definitely be interesting to check that one out. Obviously, we'll do videos on that. We have the countdown images. Like I say, we'll take a closer look at those in better detail here in a minute. Then we have tickets for the celebration. So the 10th anniversary typical summon, these are the ones that we always get, where you get a bunch for free in the build up to the anniversary. You get them as daily logins and all that stuff, but the banner is basically just like a bunch of banner units and things like that, right? It's not exactly a great banner, but it's free summons. It does have LRs on it as well. So depending how far down the list of release like the LRs go, you could get lucky and pull something good off of here. Then we got the red zone ticket. Now this is the thing that gives us the insight into some future content that is obviously not going to be available yet. The tickets for the story events Ultimate Red Zone Goku Story Edition and Ultimate Red Zone Vegeta's Story Edition. So obviously this confirms that that's going to be a thing that's coming out as well. So we knew about the Goku story one because it got revealed yesterday. But now we know there's going to be a Vegeta's Story Edition as well. So the theme, another theme that now sort of edges forwards towards taking the center spotlight is like Goku and Vegeta, like destined rivals, like those EZAs that we always have where we get a Goku and Vegeta EZAing together from like one of the previous Dual Dokkan Fests. So that is now a new contender for the theme, being just the rivalry between Goku and Vegeta. Of course, that still allows for fusions and all sorts of other stuff that we speculated to be part of the anniversary in terms of summonable characters. But yeah, we now know that we're getting the Vegeta Story edition of the Red Zone as well. So 2 Red Zones in this celebration, and we've already seen from the Goku story one that they posted from the teaser, that one already had like 6 different enemies on it. So Goku's one is at least 6 stages, and then we're getting a Vegeta one as well. So that's very cool. Then we have the SSR guaranteed ones that you'll get from doing specific missions, so you can get an SSR guaranteed. Red Dragonstone 7, typical thing for a big celebration, get another red stone to get another free unit. Unique titles. Yeah, unfortunately this was the thing, right, for getting the top 30 in the battle hour, but obviously this is now unfortunately defunct. It's a bit of a shame because getting this stuff's cool as well, like getting the 10th anniversary fan meet up attendee like title card thing, like that's really cool, but obviously unfortunately not going to be the case now. Background music, stamina refresh, yeah, 3 minutes of stamina from the 19th. So this is when the countdown officially starts, like we said, on the 19th. That's when we get the 3 minutes per stamina refresh instead of 5. And then quest mode EXP times 4. And then boosts refresh changing. It's only for certain periods as well though. So I don't know where we're starting. Is it starting from the 24th? That's the lowest one here. But yeah, boosts refreshing faster as well. So that's all the stuff from the data download. So the countdown celebration is officially starting on the 19th. We've got content dropping on the 19th as well as the 20th. Definitely looking forward to the Red Zone stages. Can't wait to check those out. Obviously, we will, of course, be challenging those with the Heroes team and see how we get on. The Heroes agenda will never die over here, right? We'll be doing new content with the Heroes team until it becomes impossible to do so. So very, very cool. And then, yeah, we can take a look here at the full arts for the countdown images. So 10 days. And then we've got basically all of the anniversary login characters. So 9 days is obviously the 1 year Goku. Then the 2 year. 7 days is the Super Saiyan 3. Then we move on to the Super Saiyan 4. Blue. Basically, these are all just the anniversary login cards, right? Now, the interesting thing that somebody pointed out in the stream this morning, which is kind of cool, is that they all add up to 10 as well, right? Which, I mean, they're counting down the anniversary ones anyway, but like the 9th anniversary card is 1 day to go, so that adds up to 10, right? And then like the 3-year one, 7 days, adds up to 10. The only thing I think is a bit weird about this choice is it does kind of give that weird, like, imagine logging into the day, like you log into the game and you're half asleep and it's during the countdown and you see this big picture of Goku holding up 3 fingers, but it's 7 days to go. So it's a cool choice having the login cards. And obviously the day 1 is just like this OG Super Saiyan Goku that wasn't one of the anniversary login cards or anything like that. But yeah, those are our login cards for the 10 days to go. Let me know what you guys are most excited for from the countdown celebration. Loads of stuff finally coming out. The game's obviously been quite quiet for a while, but looking forward to seeing all this stuff. Getting 3 red zone stages nice and early, depending on when they drop the rest, and then introduce the Vegeta one means we could already get quite a decent bit of content leading up to the anniversary. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What are you most looking forward to? What do you think the theme of the anniversary is? Do you think it will have changed in your opinion based on the stuff that we found out from the data download? Just let me know all the stuff that you're thinking about the anniversary down below in the comments. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.